So when somebody buys one thing, you want to put them in a marketing automation workflow that then sells them the next thing. So they come in, they buy an ebook, then they are upsold into the video course. Or they come in and buy the video course and they are upsold into the mastermind or coaching program. Hey, what's up? This is Jason Drone. Today I want to talk about marketing automation and workflows. Now, that's a mouthful. Marketing automation workflows probably isn't the sexiest thing, you have thought about all day long. But at the end of the day, marketing automation workflows are what will generate revenue for your business faster than pretty much anything else. And also, it'll be a little bit more headache free. Here's what I mean. Somebody comes into your business and they are there for a reason, whether they are filling out an application or whether they are signing up for an appointment or whether they want more information about your products or your services or your knowledge or your ability or whatever. They're there for a reason. So what marketing automation workflows let you do is do things in a very structured, very systematic way. So somebody fills in an opt-in form, and because they want access to a download that you offer on your website, you get their email address. Now with that email address, you're able to market to them. So you're able to send them like a welcome email sequence. You can talk about yourself, you can talk about the business, you can talk about the team, you can talk about the things that you do and why you are good at them or why they should work with you in the future. The point with the welcome automation sequence is that you want to start to introduce yourself. You want them to know a little bit more about you. But keep in mind, you aren't actually physically hitting the buttons and sending these emails. It's not like you have a secretary who says, oh, Jim just opted in. Okay, here's the email. And then, oh, Bob just opted in. Here's the email. And then tomorrow, she's sending Jim email 2 and Bob email 2. You have a piece of software, something like Access, that does all of that for you. That's the importance of the marketing automation, is that it happens for you. You don't have to think about it. Everything is handled in a very systematic way. All of your emails, all of your text messages, all of that stuff just goes out. Boom, boom, boom. So you're able to warm that person up to then do business with you. Now, a piece is that you segment them into different buckets. So whether it's they fill out a survey a certain way, whether they download one report and not the other, whether they go to one page and not the other, whether they are engaged with you, or not, those are all different pieces of segmentation that helps your automation work. So for instance, if somebody who is super engaged with you, they open every email you send them, but then a month later, they get an email that says, hey, where you at? We haven't heard from you, in so long. Well, it doesn't work, because this person is super engaged and then an email gets fired out automatically that tries to get them back in your process. Now, the same is true vice versa. If you continually, just send that unengaged person email after email after email, then you're at risk of being reported as spam or being unsubscribed or whatever. So, or if somebody comes and fills out a form that they are interested in landscaping, but yet you're trying to sell them interior design, that doesn't work either. So these are all different segmentation things that you want to pay attention to in your marketing automation. The same is true with sales automation. So when you are actively trying to sell a product or a service or a mastermind or a coaching program or a consulting program or a physical product, what you want to make sure that your marketing automation doesn't overlap each other. And what I mean by that is this. So if you are doing a big promo, you're doing a big Memorial Day sale. So you lead up to the Memorial Day sale with a couple emails, and then you launch the Memorial Day sale, usually 3-4 days, whatever. Well, in the middle of that email, that launch, you don't want to then send an email or text or anything that doesn't have anything to do with the Memorial Day sale. You don't want your customers to be to be thrown off track. You want them thinking and buying because of the Memorial Day sale. You don't want them thinking about, something else, that your company sent. Not to mention, even in sales workflows, there are different stages. If you're selling with webinars, you have like a webinar promo email sequence. Then you have your webinar replay email sequence. And then once somebody has watched the webinar replay, then you send them a very, very concise call to action set of emails that get them to take action on that offer. And if they don't take action, then you give them a couple days break, and then you send another very concise set of emails because maybe they didn't have time, they didn't have the money, whatever. So sales automation is still super important, and you can just do it all once, and then you don't have to think about it again because it just rolls from there. Another big one is lead nurturing. We talked about this a little bit with like a welcome sequence, but lead nurturing is where you introduce yourself, your team, your services, your offers. You talk about some of the great things you did. Maybe you throw out some case studies. You talk about all the different, reasons why they need to do business with you so that they then choose down the road to do business with you. There are cross-sells and upsells. So when somebody buys one thing, you want to put them in a marketing automation workflow that then sells them the next thing. So they come in, they buy an ebook, then they are upsold into the video course. Or they come in and buy the video course and they are upsold into the mastermind or coaching program. Lots of different things you can do with upsells, but marketing automation will handle all of the heavy lifting if you set it up the right way. There's re-engagement emails. We talked about this. If somebody hasn't done anything with you in 60 days is like kind of average. If they haven't opened an email, been to your website, thought about you in 60 days, you want to send them automatically, your marketing automation workflows need to send them an email that basically says, hey, where you at? Do you want to download this report? Come visit the website. We have this great sale going on. Here's 20%, we miss you, that kind of thing. And if they come back, that re-engages them, which means, they're hot on your list again. However, if they don't, then you would just delete them out of your CRM because they just don't want to be bothered anymore by you. They moved on. Onboarding is another one. After somebody buys from you, what happens? Somebody purchases a course or a coaching package or, a service. Well, what else do they need to know? First of all, they need to be thanked, of course, but then do they need additional training? Do they need to see, are there calls to be scheduled? Is there a course that they need to log into? What happens after that? So that's that sales onboarding piece. And if there's anything we can do for you, by all means, we're happy to help. Just go to consultingsession.com, book a time on our calendar, and we'll set up we'll get on what we call an action plan call. In the action plan call, we talk about your business, we talk about your marketing and your, paid ads and traffic and, your platform and all that other stuff. And then we put together an action plan based on what you need to do, in the very near future to grow your revenue, to move forward. And if you like this video, make sure to like it, comment on it, share it, subscribe it, of course. That way, whenever we drop new videos, you're the first to know, including features and promos and all that other stuff for our software. And I will talk to you soon. All right? Thanks. Bye.